cooking stream today. Let me get that going. Right about there. Gonna wait for that to get hot a little bit. Yo, what's up, Nick? What's up, Dominic? Welcome on into the stream. Bet you guys weren't expecting a cooking stream today, were you? All I know is that roommate's not here, so I was like, might as well take advantage. I rushed over here, coconut curry, yes. So, at work tomorrow, we're doing a potluck. And we decided that instead of just bringing random stuff, we got a little bit organized and we decided to make it like an around the world type of potluck. So what we're going to be doing is every person in the office was designated a specific region, country, area, whatever you want to call it, a specific type of cuisine. And I got Caribbean / Jamaican. And this is the only thing that I could find that fits under that category of Jamaican. And one of my coworkers is, I guess, part Jamaican. So they told me this would be a good idea. So that's what I'm bringing tomorrow. I'm making it today, but I'm going to take it tomorrow morning, and we're just going to have a potluck. But I have the pot heating up right here. You guys can't see everything, but I have butter, sliced onions, bell peppers, and then I have the shrimp that are going to be going in here. And then I got my seasonings over there. I got the coconut milk. But yeah, we're going to be making some coconut curry. Balls. Too much space? What do you mean too much space? I have some chopped up garlic over there. But yeah, we're just going to be throwing these in. Oh, forgot one. Yeah, how's everyone doing today? Again, sorry if the cooking stream stopped me from looking at chat too much. I'll try my best. Let's go with this one. So yeah, we can't use too much seasoning on the shrimp because a lot of the seasoning is going to come from the curry itself. I've never been a fan of doing this like that. I've always been a fan of just like cracking it like this, and then it just ends up on your lid, and then you just sprinkle it over. There you go. And then you just cook those up. And just to get a little bit ahead of myself, I'm probably going to be throwing a little bit of the curry powder in there as well. But yeah, this is just basic yellow curry powder. Shrimp is delicious. Wait, Ambi can cook? Dude, I've done a cooking stream before. The last time I did a cooking stream, I did enchiladas, chicken enchiladas. I went to culinary arts school for 2 years, dude. That was gonna be my major in college, but my financial aid was canceled, so I couldn't continue. Unfortunately. So yeah, I had to stop. They told me that the only way I could continue going is if I paid a full semester or 1 year of full-time classes. And at the time, I was working very little. I was working like maybe 16 hours a week at a Subway. I was working like 2 days or 3 days, just like split into 16 hours split into 3. So like 3 hour, 2 6 hours, 1 2 hour, or 1 4 hour and 2 5 hours, things like that. Like it was always different, but I kind of got called in when needed on specific days. I worked 2 days for sure. The last day was never guaranteed. It was just if it got busy, and it was only for a couple hours. So working 3 days a week with very little part-time hours was not enough to pay for my school, so they canceled it. It was still considered working too much, apparently. They couldn't, the government didn't want to pay for my school. So yeah, that's going to be cooking there for a little bit. But yeah, this is a dish I'm going to be taking to work tomorrow. I had chicken Alfredo. You think I'm a cooking genius? I'm not that good. I already cooked the rice, as you guys can see. The rice is here. I'm going to be dumping whatever fits into these trays, because I got 3 of them. One of them is for this, and 1 or 2 is going to be for the rice, if it fits. But that's not what I'm going to be eating today. What I'm going to be eating today is actually something I'm going to finish up at the very end, but I'm going to be using the rice. I bought myself the ingredients to make a, I never know how to pronounce it. Is it poke bowl or pokey or poke bowl? It's the rice, the tuna, the salmon. I got my mango avocado. Got a cucumber here I need to slice up. But yeah, I want to make myself a poke bowl tonight because I was kind of craving it. I haven't had one in a really long time, and I didn't really eat today. I woke up a little later than expected, so I kind of like left in a hurry. And then when I got to work, I was so filled up with water during my day that I just wasn't hungry. So for lunch, honestly, I can't even remember what I had. I think I had like maybe like seaweed sheets, like the seaweed chips, nori. And I think that's probably what got me craving the poke bowls. Kind of sounds like I'm saying pokeballs, like pokeball, like a master ball. I left the leg on this one. I don't know how to clean shrimp, guys. Yeah, these are cleaned, deveined, and not butterflied. Been snacking on chocolate sticks all day. Mango's good. Yeah, I got a mango right here. This is like probably like the best one that I found. I saw a bunch of others and they were just like all like too soggy, too green, too stiff. This one is like the perfect color, the perfect softness, and then avocados too. I figured I would stream just because it's been like, it hasn't been a shitty day. It's been, I mean, don't get me wrong, work was work. I got off work feeling it. I don't know how to explain it. Just, it was one of those days that it wasn't stressful. It wasn't hard. It wasn't annoying. It was just like, damn, I'm glad this day is over. Like, I'm glad I get to go home now. But that wasn't the end of it. So, story time. I remember I told you guys either on Friday or Saturday that I had ordered some cards for Union Arena. And I was a little salty because there was a little incident that happened. So I had ordered these cards with the impression that they would be delivered to the store because I ordered them through the store website. So on their Discord, they posted this link. They said, this is the cards that we have available at our store. I was like, cool. The instructions said that if I were to place an order, they would be at the store the next day at 2 p.m. I placed the order. The next day, Sunday, yesterday, I went to go pick up the cards, and they're like, oh, there's been a mistake. You placed the order to be delivered to your house and not to the store. So the warehouse still has it. And I was like, how did that happen? I specifically went off of the Discord link that you guys provided saying, this is where they'll be at this time. Come pick them up here. That's an option. That's the option I chose. So I'm like, why aren't they here? I was like, whatever. Is there anything we could do to fix it? Cool. I talked to the lady. She was helpful. And she tells me, what we can do is have them reroute it and have them bring it here to store so that you can pick them up Monday at 2 p.m. And I was like, perfect. That works. It's one day behind, but I don't mind, you know. As long as I get the cards that I ordered. So I left off with that. Today, when I got off work, I remembered, oh, I need to go pick up my cards. So I went to go pick up my cards. I went to go pick up my cards, and the first thing that happens is I get there, And I told myself, it's gonna be quick. It's gonna be fast. I'm just picking up 4 cards, nothing else. I'm not buying anything. I'm just chilling. So I was there in the store. I get to the area where like the card shop is, the pickup spot is, and there's this sign that's like, "Oh, the card department is currently on break. They'll be back in 15 minutes." I don't know how long they've been gone. So I was like, whatever. I stood there in line waiting for like a good 10 minutes. And then one of the employees comes around and starts messing with the sign. They basically changed the time when they were supposed to come back. So they switched the time to 15 minutes later. So now this person is on a 25-minute break, maybe more. Because I noticed they didn't fully erase the number. So I knew that it was basically 10 minutes. So I basically got there seconds after they went on the break. So now that this person is fixing the number, and they tell me, "Oh, this person's break got pushed back, so they're gonna be a little longer." And I'm like, "All right, whatever, I'll wait." I waited another 15 minutes. They come back finally after those 15 minutes. Actually, it was 17, I counted. And sorry guys, I'm just putting the shrimp onto another container because I'm gonna be using the same pot, the same pan. And the dude finally gets back, and something that I didn't notice was that when I placed the order, it didn't ask for my name because it auto-filled it with my Discord name. Who am I on Discord? Happy Ambi. My membership with them is under my real name. So this guy asks me, "For the pickups, we need an ID." I was like, "Cool." So I give him my ID. And then he's like, "The name doesn't match. Are you sure this is your order?" I'm like, "Dude, I could list the cards that I got." So I proceed to list the cards that I got, and he still doesn't believe me. He doesn't believe it's my order. I told him, "Dude, I could list the address on there. Like, I haven't not seen the envelope. I could list the address that's on there." I list it. I basically say my address out loud for him, and he still doesn't want to give me the cards. So I'm like, what can I possibly do to make you give me my cards? Because I have the card that I placed the order with. I paid like $16, $17, rough estimate. I ordered them on this day at this time. I spoke to this person. Here's the email thread. What other proof do I need? I'm telling you, like, I showed him my phone. I was like, "Look, the name under the order is not my ID. It's my Discord name." I opened up Discord and showed him my Discord name. He still wouldn't believe me. I'm like, "Dude, there's no way this guy's making it this difficult." He's like, "You need an ID with your name on it or a confirmation order." And I'm like, "Are you serious?" I was like, "There's no other way. Like, no other way possible." He's like, "Let me call my boss." Little did I know that the person I spoke to over that email was that boss he was calling. He put him on speaker and he told him the situation. "Dude, give him the card. I spoke to him earlier." It was that simple. I was there in that store arguing with this dude for like easily 20 minutes, and he just refused until his boss was like, "Give him the cards." Dude, realistically, I wasn't an ass. Like, I wasn't being rude to him. I was like genuinely asking him, like, "Is there like any other thing I could do to get my cards like right now? Because you're not gonna find my name matching to my ID because the store automatically auto-filled it with my Discord name and not my real name. I put in my card information. That's my fault, not knowing, which is why when I emailed whoever it was that answered, I told them, I think I messed it up. This is what I was told. This is not what happened." So it was a long shit show just to get 4 freaking cards. I listed the cards. I gave them the game they were from, the price I paid when I ordered them, my payment method, my name, the email, Discord, my ID. 9 different things 9 different pieces of information that I gave this guy, and he was still being a little bit difficult. I picked up my cards and I'm like, "Oh, you know what? I need to go to the store. I need to pick up these ingredients for whatever I'm making tomorrow." So I went to two stores because the first store that I went to didn't have everything I needed. So I went to a different store to pick up the rest. The second store that I went to um, is one of those stores that is currently going through a bunch of changes, and they decided to install all these self checkouts. They have like, I don't know, maybe 8 registers. They have 8 registers, and they have only one of them open. And then they have one person working the register, one person bagging, and they have 2 people monitoring the self checkout. And I was like, whatever, I'll wait. It's not a long line. There was more people in self checkout than there was in the actual line. The only thing is that the person in front of me had like a full basket. I didn't notice that as soon as I got there, the line behind me got super filled. So there was maybe like 4 or 5 people standing behind me with like big amounts of groceries in their carts. And the guy in front of me, he was taking a lot because he had a lot of stuff. So I'm there waiting, and when it finally gets to my turn, I had like 3 items. I had avocados and an onion. I had 3 avocados and an onion in my hand. I placed them down, and I was waiting there for like 15, 16 minutes at most, in line, while this guy was scanning this other dude's stuff. He looks at me and he's like, "Sir, do you only have these 2 items?" And I'm like, "Yes." This dude dead ass looks at me and tells me, "You can go to self checkout." I'm like, "The fuck?" I was like, "No, it's fine." Like, okay, like in my head, I was like, "What the fuck?" But realistically, what I said was like, "No, it's fine. I'll wait." And he's like, "Well, it's because we have this for people who have over 15 items." This is where like my bitch face came out. I still said it calmly. I was like, "So there's no way that you can help me out." I was like, "I just stood here waiting for a bit, telling you that I don't mind waiting, and you don't want to help me out?" And he's like, "Well, it's because we have this for people with 15 or more items. Anything less has to go to self-checkout." And I'm like, "So you can't help me? I've been waiting in line and you can't help me with these 2 items, really?" And he's like, "Well, I would have to talk to my manager." I shit you not. I fucking walked out. I fucking walked out. I was like, there is no way. I walked out, and luckily for me, right outside of that store, there is a taco place that I really like. And they have a deli inside it. That deli has fresh vegetables. So I went there, I picked up my avocado, I picked up my onion, and I went home. I was like, there is no way that these people just said no to 2 items because there's a line filling. I was like, that's a new level of laziness. And I was like, Jesus Christ. Just that alone, I was like, ooh, I'm gonna fucking murder someone today. But then I was like, wait, I get to go home and see my cat. And he's just laying around somewhere. Ghost! But yeah, that's my little rant of the day. Hope everyone's having a good day though. I'm just here chilling, ranting, making coconut curry shrimp. So if I didn't specify what I was doing, what I did was sauteed the onions in butter. I added the curry powder, and then I threw in some garlic. I think it was supposed to be the garlic first and then the curry powder after, but that's perfectly fine. The whatchamacallit, the curry's gonna get diluted a little bit, and we'll add more later. And then the garlic will also cook itself a little longer and like just basically disappear, like fall apart when I throw in the coconut milk, which is exactly what I need to do before this thing burns. Yeah, I'll look at chat right now in a moment while I'm opening the these things. But yeah, it was a little bit of a shitty moment I had to deal with, and I was like, bro, what the hell? Is that AI, kid? What are you talking about? He did waste my time. He wasted my time a lot. And it was kind of stupid because, like I said, I waited there. I talked to him. And I was like, so even after waiting this long, that there's no way you can help me out with these 2 items. And he's just like, I have to talk to my manager about it. And I'm like, you know what? I don't feel like dealing with you and your manager's bullshit. So yeet. I left the stuff that I had where I was, and I walked out. I was like, I'm not in the mood to deal with this shit today. Not today. I understand people have their days at work. It was not mine, but it goes to show that sometimes things are too much for one person to handle. Except I handle them like a bitch. So I was like, you know what? Screw you. Oh, that's going to need a lot more. I completely forgot how much I'm making. So this is going to need a lot more. Oh. What I like so much about this is that you can make it either like a little sweet and salty. It's kind of like the perfect in between. And it's still super good. I made it last time. I made it before. But last time I only made a small little portion of it. And everybody at work was like, definitely bring this. So I know that they gotta... I know they're gonna like it. Sorry, I just dropped the can. You ran into too many dumb people. Marshmallow Z5. What that? Deanna, welcome on in. I am not close to my phone, so I can't really pay attention to chat too much. But I will certainly try my best to check every once in a while whenever I'm doing stuff on this side of the kitchen. This side of the stove. But yeah, coconut curry shrimp because I'm bored. And this is what I'm taking to work tomorrow. So there's a second can of coconut milk. I could throw those out now. And then once that thickens up a bit, we just throw the shrimp back in. And then we just add seasonings based off whatever they need. If they need a little more curry powder, we put a little more. If they need a little bit more salt, we put a little bit more salt. But yeah, I kind of want to get my the ingredients to my poke bowl going on because I have them ready. But yeah, roommate's not here, so I was like, might as well take advantage and do it now. Phone is like super hot. Got the shiny Alpha Galler still looking nice. Gonna need a lot more. I hope you guys can see everything clearly from there. Put that back over there. Mix that up again. Yeah, we have to kind of go a little easy on the salt with this one because the last time I made this, I made the rice a little too salty, so I had to kind of water it down with the sauce, which was not bad. It was kind of balanced in the end, but I could still taste it because I'm just super picky with myself like that. Like I criticize myself too much when it comes to food, of course. I forgot how much you have to use because I'm making such like big portion this time. I have to look for a bowl while that thickens up. Thickens. Yeah, I'm gonna need a bigger bowl. I don't think I have a bigger bowl. Well, that sucks. Nani? Oh! I found the perfect size bowl. Okay, I won't be using that much, but found a bigger bowl. No. Oh, I need to get rid of this. So here, put that over there for now. Where is the rice spatula? Apparently that's gone. Is this good enough for right? No. Kind of want to use something like this. It's not ideal, but this is gonna be for my poke bowl. And I'll probably be showing this off like later on today, like in a little bit once it's done, once it's fully assembled. And then there's something I bought, like I've never had before. It's called langoustine. It's supposed to be like some type of like lobster meat, but I've never had it before. I think this is enough rice. I don't want to overdo it because I don't want to eat too much of a big meal tonight. That's enough rice, right? I'm going to be adding toppings to it anyway. If I'm not mistaken, I think that this coconut curry shrimp normally has a lemon in it or lime, but I don't have any. That's the one thing I forgot. Yeah. Put the lid back on this. Yeah, it's more rice than I expected. I hope this is enough to fill 2 of these. I smell the coconut. Though I do wish that this had like coconut shavings or like coconut cream. Like something to taste the actual coconut instead of just milk. Because the milk kind of like gets diluted with all the other stuff you put in it. Making it a little spicy. Not that spicy. It's just, it's like a flavorful kind of spicy. I noticed that these chili flakes really helped out a lot last time, and I kind of liked it. I kind of liked the little weak kick that it gave it, and everybody seemed to enjoy it. I should have added the chili flakes to the shrimp too. Earlier when I was cutting the onions, my cat was like making faces at me because he always tends to stand up and like look at what I'm making. A lot of rice. Well, it's for a lot of people, and I gotta remember that we're bringing a lot more food, so this isn't gonna be the only thing. This would easily feed 3 to 4 people, but if people are gonna be taking smaller portions because there's gonna be different amounts of food, it's very likely gonna take a while to finish the whole thing. I need to wash the cucumber. I need to slice up the avocado and the mango. Better than nothing. A lot of rice. I was watching someone stream earlier while I was at work. I was just having my my daily Pokemon stream in the background. Some Japanese content creator. I don't know the name. I would promote them, but they are bigger than me, and she's a really nice person. I think I mentioned her to you guys last time. It was that that content creator that I said that like actually recognized like my name. She just like Happy Ambi Konnichiwa, and I was like, she said hi. I was super happy. All right, I need to slice this up. I don't think I'll be using the whole thing. I really want to, but I think I can make maybe 2-3 bowls out of this, but I'll have to make more rice because this is for the potluck tomorrow. Starting to steam up a little bit. I turned up the heat. It needs just a little bit salt. I kind of wanted to add that at the end, but I'll add it now. A little bit of that ocean. If you guys know the reference. If you know, you know. If I'm not mistaken, traditionally the bell peppers are supposed to be added like at the beginning to like cook with the onions, but I'm not a fan of the texture. I kind of like them a little crunchy, so I'm going with that. I'm adding them at the end. That way they don't get cooked too much and too soggy. Kind of like it better this way. Give it a little bit of time so that the salt could dissolve in there. Give it that saltiness that it needed. Yeah, coconut curry shrimp. This is for tomorrow. That's a lot better. I mean, it needs a little bit more curry now, since I haven't added some. I still need to add the shrimp. I got mentioned by a Purple Cliff once when he was when he used to do Twitch. The last time I watched Purple Cliff was when he was doing the Gen 4 like Nuzlocke, where he's like if he laughs, if you make him laugh, he loses his encounter. Like he has to kill whatever Pokemon he was fighting, or kill someone on the team. I swear, I hate slicing cucumbers because of how they just roll off the cutting board. And when it comes to toppings on bowls like this, I like to like overload them with toppings. That's why we're going a little soft on the rice and a little heavy on the toppings. I don't know if you guys can see the rice from there. But I have to like layer it a little bit like that. I mean, this is normally how it goes, but I'm being excessive right now because I like cucumbers. I like the different textures. I can use another two. Ghost, what are you doing? Get down, dude. I think it's about time to add the shrimp. Ooh, damn, I spilled some shit. No. Whatever, it's not that much. It's just that we're gonna keep hearing the sizzling. Like Purple Cliff, but I feel like he tries a bit too hard on his reactions, his newer content, but that's just me. I feel like a lot of people do that, not just him, so it's kind of like expected. So no shade on anyone who did. I know I didn't do it, but I don't know if you were around when A-Drive used to do the shiny reactions of the week, where people would send him his shiny reactions or their shiny reactions, and he would make like a compilation of it. Those were good. I really enjoyed those type of videos from him. Like those videos I did watch, but I didn't like it when the only reaction to shinies was "Let's go." When everybody started saying let's go" for every single shiny, it was never something else. It kind of felt like very boring and vanilla and like just stale. I'm like, dude, no, it's like no originality anymore. The reaction to everything is let's go. It became one of those trendy hipster sayings, and everybody who said that let's go, they always send him his clips, even if they didn't always get like top 5 or top 10, whatever it was, if they didn't get featured, because he would promote them, like he would feature them. But after a while, I noticed that he only started like promoting the bigger content creators, like those with bigger following. And I'm like, this is just bigger content creators plugging bigger content creators. So I'm like, there's no point. It's kind of like small creators are just doing it for clout. And I was like, nah. Why would I do something like that? That kind of brings me back to the topic of overreacting. I feel like people started overreacting just to get featured on videos like that. And again, it became extremely boring, and I kind of stopped watching them. And I'm kind of on with John on that. So if you go to Young Gork's about on his channel, he'll say on there like, oh, or he had it on there before. I don't know if he still does. It's like you'll never hear me let's go as a shiny reaction. And that's literally me. I've been doing that since, because I've always like told myself, anybody who says let's go, I just cringe. I'm like, why can't you say something else? It's just like, I'm not a fan of it. That's just me though. Done with the cucumber. I need to. Ghost, what are you doing? I swear. He likes to tear up water bottles. Specifically the new packets. Whenever there's a new pack of water bottles, he just loves to freaking go in there and tear them all apart. He has so many toys and he prefers to slice up my damn water bottles. Little shit. Let's see if I still got my knife skills. I don't think I've done this in a while. I mean, slicing an avocado is not difficult. Should be good enough. I'll probably want the whole thing on there because I freaking love avocado. I could eat avocado like candy. Instead of saying let's go, I say, oh, that's a shiny. I honestly say whatever's on my mind. And, I mean, you've been around long enough to know. I think you saw my Reggie Gigas reaction, right? Crap, I messed up the avocado. But it's fine. I hear them boo bells. So for me, when I got Reggie Gigas, I kind of like popped off, and I was like, "Gotcha, you big blue bitch!" Because I was like so happy that I finally found it. I don't know if you were in the Discord VC when I got Darkrai. I know Yuna was in there. It took them a while to figure out what I was saying because I was like kind of quiet. I kind of had a silent reaction to Darkrai after the freaking 30,000 encounters. Yeah, I'll very likely be putting that half of the avocado. I should have peeled this first. I feel like I'm doing double work. I'm gonna lower that a little bit. I kind of want to take my time doing this. Yeah, I better do it this way. I think I'm better at it with doing it this way. I'm probably just gonna like slurp up a little piece of this mango because, dude, I could smell it and it's so freaking good. Oh, come on, fuck. I'm washing that. I don't care. Judge me. Didn't Snappy say let's go in that part? I don't know. I think so. In the Regigigas, which is why I was kind of like, oh, come on, dude. You had to say that. I that sounds familiar. I'm pretty sure that actually did happen. So good. Get rid of this. Ah, there should be enough mango. I hope it is. Alright, so I think this needs another slice. I butchered the fuck out of that. Can you guys tell I haven't sliced mango in so long? Oh, there's a big chunk right here. I'll eat that. Worth it. I don't care. Throw that right there. Right there. This one comes with me. I'll probably eat that other half later. Pretty sure that was your exact reaction. Yeah, when I was like, oh, come on, dude, you had to say that. With Reggie Gigas. He wasn't there for, whatchamacallit, for Darkrai though. Let's see, let's give this a try. I could taste like the spiciness a little bit. Looking pretty good so far. Happy with it. I mean, the most prominent flavor on here should be the curry. It is coconut curry shrimp. Oh, that's what I was gonna get. For a moment, I had completely forgotten that that's what I was getting. I was getting the ahi tuna. Because of course I bought that. I don't know if you guys are a fan of this, but this is basically raw fish. This is raw tuna. Think you started watching after Darkrai? Could be. I'm pretty sure I got Darkrai before the Method Madness challenge. Or maybe it was right before. Okay, so the last time I tried this, I wasn't a huge fan of it. But right now, it's pretty freaking good. so good that even my cat is here just wanting some. But yeah, I'm gonna have to cut into that other avocado. Let's do this way. But yeah, the second the packet of fish was open, he ran over here. He smelled it and he just ran over here. Ghost, what you doing, dude? You looking for the fish? What's up? No, this isn't fish, dude. Leave me alone. I'll give you some later. This one looks better. Until I fucked it up. Now, this is basically my dinner. Got the cucumbers, the avocado, rice underneath, mango, ahi tuna, smoked salmon. All supposed to be like sushi grade. So they're good to eat. And then it came with the little sauce packet over here. I've never seen that before. But I just need to be very careful and make sure I store it properly because I do want to make another one. But yeah, that's what I'll be eating tonight. That's going to be my dinner. Because I rarely even ate it. I didn't eat much today. And then I also wanted to add the langoustine, but I don't know how that falls in the mango. Sure. If you like mango that much, I know I do. I freaking love mango. Have you ever heard of a mangoneadas? I think this has been cooking long enough for me to add these. Hey. This is the bowl I was looking for. I'm such an idiot. That's the bowl I was looking for to make my my poke bowl. My pokeball. But yeah, I kind of wanted to add both yellow, red, and orange peppers to this, but I thought the yellow would just blend in with like shrimp because like they're kind of yellow because of the curry. But I think this just needs a little bit more salt. And it's good. Actually needs a little bit more of this. I hate that it clumps up like that. Satisfied. Well, I'm pretty sure so are my coworkers who are going to be eating this tomorrow, because it's pretty much for all of us. I think I'm gonna save a plate for my best friend and probably just take it to her after work, because I know she'll be like simping for this. Do you guys think I'm a good friend making food for my friends? Yeah, my big bag of salt. This is sea salt, by the way. I just bought the whole bag because I feel like I use I prefer this kind of salt instead of the like the table salt. And this is not even expensive. It's just a whole lot better. I feel salt is salt, but I feel like this one tastes better. Hi, Ghost. Hi, Ghost. Yeah, this doesn't look like how it looks like last time because of the peppers. Oh, yep. A little bit more of this and that's it. It's good. There you go. It's pretty much done. Turn that off. I'm probably gonna be transferring this into there, and then I'm gonna go eat my poke bowl. I don't have sesame seeds, which is kind of like upsetting, but I am excited to try that sauce because I've never tried it before, and it smells pretty good. So, from what I've seen, like I'm no expert on this, but I have seen that you can make this. You basically make a little bowl of rice, and you put that on top of it. You would basically shape a little ball of rice into like a bowl, and then you'd flip it, like you pack the heck out of it, flip it, and then you pour that around. So you basically have a little ball of rice, all the sauce and the shrimp around it. Or you can also pour some on top to like have the rice coated with the sauce. I've also seen a different one where there's this dish called mofongo. It is basically there's this type of banana called a plantain. You chop it up into thick slices. So like you would basically do. I'm gonna eat this anyway. You would chop the banana, the plantain, in like thick slices like this, and then you fry them in oil. When they come out, you basically just mash them. Pretend you're making mashed potatoes. You mash them, and then you do the same thing as you would do with rice. You pack it in the bowl, and you flip it, and you have the little perfect ball of it of mashed bananas, and you just put oil and garlic and olive oil. Yeah, it's called mofongo. I've only tried it once, and it was really good, but I didn't try it with anything. I tried it by itself, and I would kind of like to make it, make it and try it with something else, something like this. But I'll have to transfer this onto here. I forgot how much I like cucumbers. I'm probably gonna chop the rest of that, throw it into my dish, into my bowl. I'm sorry, cucumber too good. Anyhow, I think that's gonna be it for the stream. I'll have to feed you someday. I love cooking for people, especially when it makes them happy, especially if it's something that they like, something they enjoyed. But that's gonna be it for the stream. Hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Keep shiny hunting. Post those shinies in the Discord. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out in DMs or over the Discord. If you guys want to criticize my cooking, feel free to do that there too, or leave a comment. Either works. I can take constructive criticism, but that's gonna be it for the night. Hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Like I said, have fun, and if you haven't heard it, you're cute and I like your butt. I'll see you guys next time. Later. Oof, I forgot how to end. Yep, I want to stop streaming. Good night, guys.